Crazy Life Scotland and another unboxing video from New Craft Day. Now this is the second part for this particular item that I was gifted, so if you've not seen the first part I will link it for you, but basically what I did in that was I showed you what I was kindly gifted from New Craft Day, and in this part I am going to show you the finished article and give you a review of what I thought of it. So the first thing that I'm going to review is the Christmas tree decoration. Now I did also get a drill pen as well, so I'll come on to that in a minute, but the Christmas tree decoration was the main thing that I got from them. Now I will say that it worked up quite quickly. I really enjoyed doing it. The main part of the tree and the three little decorations that go in it were all double-sided. The base was just single-sided. So I managed to do one side of the tree, one side of all the ornaments and the base in one day, so that was excellent. And then I did the other side of the tree and the ornaments in one other day. Then I sealed it all. I've had people asking me if you need to seal your diamond paintings. You don't need to, it's entirely up to you. But things like this are that's a decoration that's going to be getting packed away and handled quite a lot. I like to seal it for a couple of reasons. One, it makes sure that none of the drills fall off, and two, it makes sure that any bits that are still sticky aren't sticky, because the sealer that I used doesn't dry sticky. Because what I did find with this was there was quite a few bits, like especially the edging of the tree was quite sticky and it was attracting a lot of hairs. So when I was sealing it, I went round the edges as well. I'll show you properly in a minute. And it means that it's not attracting hairs and things now. In fact, let me just show you and then we can talk more about it. So, look, isn't it really good? Now the base isn't on it just now and I'll explain why in a minute, but the only thing with the camera is you can't see how sparkly it is, but it is very, very sparkly. And there is the other side. And I love that it's double-sided because it's a decoration. If you've got it sitting that people can see both sides, it's not going to look odd, so I do like that. And there were plenty of drills, let me show you. So we had all those drills left and all those drills left. We didn't even nearly run out of any of them. There wasn't a lot of trash drills again. What I will say is the luminous ones, the pink and the yellow and the green, were a wee bit fiddly to work with because it's hard to see which side was which, but it wasn't an issue. It was just weird at first. The reason that they're on it is it's supposed to be glow in the dark. So the edges are supposed to glow in the dark right round there. So the yellowy orange, the pink and the green are supposed to be glow in the dark. Well, I'll put the light off and see. Hold on. I've not tried it yet myself. It might not be dark enough. It is actually. It's not overly, but I think if that was sitting in light all day, this is first thing in the morning, so if it had been sitting in light, look at that, all day, and then switched off, I think the edges would glow. And I'm quite impressed at that. Hold on, I'll get some light on the subject. Yeah, I'm quite impressed. When I saw the picture, I thought, yeah, right, but I think it will properly glow in the dark. So I think it's lovely. I love the different shaped drills. You've got little sort of teardrop ones there. They're all special drills, they're all sparkly. The only thing, again, is I like the fact that the bottom of the tree is brown, but I wish they'd made his boots black. I know it's just me, it's me being pedantic, but to me Santa's boots should be black. But other than that, I just love it. Now, I did have an issue when I was putting it together. The jump rings are included for that. It is fiddly, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too much bother. But it was fiddly attaching them. And then it came to the base. Now the base was one of my favourite parts when it was drilled because it looked like a watermelon. Hold on. So the base looked like that, which was lovely. However, when it came to putting the tree in the base, this happened. I don't know if it's an issue with the way it was made or if I was just too heavy-handed with it. I honestly don't know, because I thought I heard a little click at one side and thought, oh, that's it in. but when I let it go it was still a wee bit wobbly. It was standing up, but it was a wee bit wobbly, and I thought maybe the other side's needing to click, so I put a little bit too much pressure on it, and that happened. So I'm a bit disappointed, I'm not going to lie, because I was really looking forward to this. I think what I'll do is I'll glue it, because it should glue together okay, and I might actually glue it in it, and that way I know when I'm packing it away it won't be flat. But I do want to use it because I think it's gorgeous. It's going to be lovely sitting in the hall probably over the Christmas period, and then putting it on the Christmas dinner table. That was my idea with it, so I might do that. And if I manage it, I will add that on to, I will show you at the end of this video if I manage it. I'll put a clip in at the very end. So that was the tree, and it was £13 something, which I think is excellent value, to be honest, because it's double-sided, it's different, it's not your normal run-of-the-mill diamond painting, and I really like it. Even although there was that little issue with the base, probably my fault. Yeah, I think I would probably give that 7 out of 10. It was going to be a 9 out of 10 until the base broke, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So let's move on now to the drill pen. So this was the drill pen that I had asked them to send me, and I was going to pay for it, but they sent it for nothing, which was very nice of them. And I think it's really comfortable. There's potential there for this to be a game changer, there really is. But there's a few downsides. A couple of downsides are, the main one for me is you twist this to get the wax out, okay? But it's like a delayed reaction. So you think it's not coming, so you twist it more, and then you twist it more, and then all of a sudden you've got all this wax hanging out. And it's very, very soft wax. So if you do get too much out, it doesn't go back in. And as soon as you start to pick up the drills, loads of them get picked up at a time because there's this long string of soft sticky wax. So that was a bit of an issue for me. When that happened, I just sort of I just took a bit of it off and tried to make like a little point out of what was left of it. That's it now coming through from when I twisted it. When there is an excess of wax, it does tend to stick to the drills a little bit. It wipes off and it's white, so it's not a huge issue. But the other thing is the nib is quite wide, so you can pick up a drill okay, but sometimes you pick up a couple without realising, and it can be a little bit hard to find get the placement right because the nib is bigger than the drill. So what I did was I just kept a pair of tweezers on hand, and if I put one down that was slightly off, I would just use the tweezers to nudge it into place. And when I was using the gel pen, I didn't put it down heavy, I just placed it lightly, so if it wasn't in the right place, I was still able to move it okay with the tweezers. So that was the main issues for me, I think. I've had the other type of pen, I can't find it now, but it's got the hard wax on the end. I'll see if I can find a picture of one. And that is excellent because, you know, you drill away, and that was a game changer to me. But before long, the wax got dirty because there was no lid or anything to put on it, and you know, just lying about, it did get dirty, and then it lost its point as well, so it was very difficult to pick up in place. So I wish I could get something in between the two. If anybody knows of anything like that, let me know. I was hoping this would be harder wax, so it would be like a bit in between the two, so the wax coming out would be just the right size to be able to. But what I did do is, like I said, if too much wax came, I kind of tried to put it into a point and picked it up, and that seemed to work okay. So I definitely think this is better than the standard pen and wax that you get with all your diamond paintings. This is definitely so much faster and a lot more comfortable, and let's face it, it's a lot nicer looking as well. But that's just a few downsides for me. Now I did film some footage of me actually using it, so I'll pop that in just now, and I'll do a wee voiceover to show you any of the bits that I was talking about, and then I'll come back to you. This is me trying to show you that too much wax had came out. Can you see all that? That was because it didn't seem to be coming out and I kept twisting it. And that's basically what happened. A little change of angle here to try to show you it better. If you look really closely at the nib there, you can see that the wax is actually going right up the side of the silver bit. But look how quick I'm able to pick up the drills. It's a complete game changer when you can pick them up and place them so quickly. Now at this point as well, because I have got more wax there and it's a little bit pointy, I wasn't having too many problems with the placement, but I've just got a bit there that I took my tweezers and made sure that they're all properly in the right place. And then back to drilling again. And then the wax was getting a bit flat again, so I just took my fingers and just squeezed it into a little point, and that made it much easier. And I think the good thing about that is you don't want to press too hard on the drills because it's so soft, and it makes sure that you're placing it softly so that you can move them if you need to. There's another wee one that I needed to move. So I would say maybe getting the drills into place does take a little bit, but as you could see there, I was having to wipe some of the wax off of the drills because it's soft and it was staying on, but it does wipe off no problem. Again, I'm having to give it another little wipe there and squeeze the wax into a point again. I would definitely say the main downside of this drill pen is the fact that the wax seems to be unresponsive to you twisting, and then all of a sudden you get a whole load of wax out. I don't know why it's like that, but I did it every time. You know, I found it very difficult just to get a tiny little bit of wax that I needed. There we go again, just squeezing it into a point. A little change of colour there, and here we go again. The drills were excellent. There were very few trash drills, and there were plenty of them, so didn't need to worry about if you dropped any or if any were slightly misshapen. When I say trash drills, I mean ones that are maybe not quite the right shape. And you just saw me flicking it with my finger there. Once it's on the wax, you can actually adjust it slightly if it looks like it's going to go down at a funny angle. This isn't very clear, but here I'm showing you that I picked up 2 drills at once by mistake because of the wax. But again, I just took one off. It's not a major issue, it's just a wee bit frustrating, and it slows you down when you've got a good run at it and really doing it quickly. But yeah, so that is the pros and cons of using that pen. You can see the wax there is quite full and at a point. And there we go again. Right, I'm not going to bore you showing anymore. I'm going to come back to you now and let you know what I think of it overall. So hopefully with you being able to see me using the pen in real time, it will let you know that it's not a disaster. It's just a few little issues that could be tweaked. I definitely will be using this as opposed to the other pens all the time now, unless I get another one that's maybe slightly harder wax and more pointy. But other than that, I definitely will be using this more often. And for the price, it was about £3 something. Whereas to get drill pens on the likes of Amazon or Etsy or eBay, you're talking about £7-8. So for the price, you really cannot complain. Honestly, you can't. And I will definitely carry on using this, but I'll still keep my eye open for other drill pens that might be slightly easier to use without the issues that this one has got. I would say all in all, I'll give that a 7 out of 10 as well. So 14 out of 20 for the 2 things that I was gifted isn't actually too bad, is it? That's 70%, is it? I'll need to check that, I'm not good at maths. I think it's about 70%. Yeah, so that is my review of the Christmas tree and the drill pen that I was kindly gifted from New Craft Day. I have placed an order since I had this sent to me, and it has arrived and I love it all. So I will definitely carry on using New Craft Day. It is definitely a company that I would recommend if you're looking to get diamond paintings or even cross stitch. They do cross stitch as well at a very reasonable cost. Definitely go over and have a look at their website. I will link their website in the description below, as well as the link to the 2 items that I've shown you here. There's also a 10% off discount code for you if you are going to use New Crafty for the first time, and that is hour 10. So if you put that in the discount box, you will get 10% off your first order only at New Crafty, but that will be in the description down below as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If so, please do hit that thumbs up button. It lets me and New Crafty know that you've enjoyed watching it and you found it useful. Also, talk to me in the comments below. What do you think of the items that I've showed you? And have you used New Crafty before? I'd be very interested to hear. And if you like this sort of content, as well as hauls and family vlogs, please do subscribe to this wee channel and help it grow. Hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell button so that you get notified of every time I put a video up. And I will see you in our next one. Thanks everyone, bye! So I've used some E6000 Plus on the base and the bottom of the tree, and I've got it sitting on some sticky transfer tape just to try to hold it all in place while the glue dries. So we'll see how that goes. If it doesn't work, I'll need to come up with something else. Look how lovely it is as an all-in-one decoration. If you ignore the water with the Vinto in the background, it's lovely. I hope it works. I really do hope it works. Okay, so I've let the glue dry for a couple of hours now, and I'm going to move the bottle mainly because I'm needing a drink. Let's see if it's going to stay in place. Has the glue worked? Oh, 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 oh! Yay! Look at that, it works! Yay! I'm not going to move about too much just now because the glue will still be setting probably, and I think what I will do is I'll keep the sticky bit on the bottom of the base and I'll just trim round it so that you can't see it. And yeah, there we go. Thumbs up everyone, bye!